One of the most common calls that we receive here in the calling center is I have to replace this more than one compressor, and let's analyze why it's failing. And obviously, it could be multiple reasons, but let's analyze what possibly could cause that. The number one and most important part is how in detail we are going to analyze what was the previous failure in these units. And what I mean by that is there was a major breakdown in the compressor, and this compressor that was throwing possible metal shavings to the system. At that point, it's very important and critical to do a perfect flushing. And what I mean by flushing, we need to go to every single component and flush or replace. Case in point is the condenser is one of those multi-pass condensers, micro tubes. They are very difficult to flush. So at that point, flushing is not be feasible to do. So the most critical point on that one is to replace the whole unit. The next important step is the oil. Oil quantity is very critical, along with the type of oil. Oil is critical, and the type of refrigerant that you use as well is critical. And what I mean by critical, many times when you go to different recycle or recovery programs, it's pretty critical that you analyze that refrigerant is as pure as possible, no contamination. That could be detrimental to the compressor as well. Another step is critical is quantities. Quantities could affect the performance, and the new systems, they are very efficient. And what I mean by efficient is that it requires less refrigerant and less oil. So too much oil could be detrimental. Not enough oil could also be detrimental to the performance of the vehicle. Another thing is quite critical. If for any reason we miss a step or we don't diagnose correctly, and what I mean by diagnosing incorrectly, it could be electrical related, it could be a fan clutch that perhaps it's not up to what it needed to be performing to remove the heat away from the condenser. It will create excessive head pressure, which eventually it will damage that compressor. Or it could be an electric fan, or it could be an electrical, perhaps something that will not allow the clutch to fully engage and cause slippage, and as the clutch slip, create heat, and it will definitely cause premature failure in the compressor. So going to the steps, number one, proper cleaning. Number two, very critical, the amount of oil. Number three, refrigerant quantity. And number four, make certain that nothing is missing, shrouds, any components that could affect the performance of the repair. Hopefully these tips will be something that you can rely on, and hoping this helps you out.